Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Welcome back to the show, Larry.
Oh, glad to talk to you, Jim.
Larry, what's cooking down there at American Manganese?
Well, work is proceeding on the pilot plant. I've had some queries about any grants that we were looking for. That's still in the works. It's out of my control. People have to realize that certain things are basically out of your control, and everything that we're doing right now is, aside from the pilot plant, is pretty much out of our control. Whether it's a company talking to us about potential partnerships or anything like that, it's really up to them to pull the trigger. Now, that said and done, I didn't pay enough or talk enough about the Cobalt situation the way it is today. And Cobalt has had a significant drop. It's actually in surplus. Again, the Chinese had pretty much overproduced. And now we're finding, to balance the books, that the biggest user was not the EV battery, but other aspects and specialty metals and paints and everything else that use cobalt. Now, we're looking at a price this morning of about $61,000 a ton, and that's down from an all-time high 3 months ago of $98,000 a ton. What does that mean to us? If you go to our business plan, you'll see that it really doesn't hurt us that much. And, we first started, doing some calculations on what it would be worth to go after recycling lithium-ion batteries when cobalt was $10,000 a ton. So that said and done, I expect that cobalt is probably pretty close to a bottom here, but it could still lose some ground. But it won't have any spectacular run-ups for some time yet. But again, that doesn't affect us. And also, lithium continues to weaken in China. It's around $14,000 a ton. And, it's, again, overproduced. And so it's sitting on the shelf, and companies are not buying it at the moment because they expect more weakening. So that's what you have, and we've got all kinds of things happening out there on the global front, like the Turkey tariffs, which is knocking their currencies into the ground. And it's a very uncertain time. You'd expect that gold would be going crazy, but it's not the only thing that keeps active. Our marijuana stocks and cryptocurrencies. The rest of the market, I've seen some spectacular results on gold drilling this year, and I'm not seeing the same gains that you would have seen, last year, for example. So that's kind of the market we're in. We feel kind of insulated from it because, the battery supply is going to grow. I just saw a number here from Market Research Engine that figured there's going to be 69 billion value of batteries by 2022. That's only 4 years. That's a lot of cathode material, and so we think the gate's wide open. If you were drilling for resources, you'd be happy to have that kind of an increase. And so it's and it doesn't cost us anything to have that kind of an increase. That's the product that us and perhaps some other people will be recycling down the road. So that's I haven't put out an update or a press release. We had an update here 2 or 3 weeks ago, and to be honest with you, that seems to generate selling, and rather than buying in this kind of a market. Seeing that in and other companies, that do spectacular deals, like the deal that was just done with Traxys, and the stock has lost about 15% of its values. That is a cobalt refinery. So it's a difficult time up there, but you just have to look at your opportunities that develop, and certainly any new shareholder coming in, this is a good level to get in at. And but we're very confident that everything we're doing, we're meeting expectations, and we think that it's going to be a fantastic year coming up. We still think that this market will turn around, and probably starting this month, and we expect to enjoy that benefit along with our shareholders.
Larry, for new listeners, can you maybe outline what American Manganese does and why you're so excited about its prospects?
American Manganese is a specialty metal company that has developed a process that is patented in 4 countries, and that process is to treat very low grades of manganese at comparative costs, very low grades of manganese to produce electrolytic manganese metal or electrolytic manganese dioxide at comparative cost to the Chinese that are using much higher grades, 10 times to 20 times the grade that we are. We're 2 or 3%, so that's a spectacular bit of intelligence in the patented process that we control. From that patented process, we developed some additional lines on it, and we've applied for a patent to actually recycle lithium-ion batteries, and we've had great success. And we expect that we will be around 100% of the recovery of those cathode materials once this pilot plant is done. And that's all the cathode materials. Nobody's getting lithium back. We do. We get 100% of that. We get close to 100% right now under lab conditions of the cobalt, the manganese, nickel, and aluminum. So that patent is pending. It's been published, and we do have interest coming in. I just had an email this morning from another big electric car manufacturer wanting to know if we're interested in having any discussions. Of course we are. So it's just it's ongoing.
Larry, where are you traded, and how can people find out more about American Manganese?
American Manganese is traded on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY, traded in the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF, traded in Frankfurt under the symbol 2AM, and our website is AmericanManganeseInc.com, and you can contact the company at 778-574-4444, or you can send me an email at LREAUGH@AMYMN.com. Larry,
thanks for the update.
You're welcome, Jim.
I've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on August 10th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.